On our screens, women hit men regularly and with impunity, and the men always deserve it.
She is definitely feisty. She takes no nonsense from the guys, and she gives one of them a Glasgow kiss tonight.
Does she?
Yeah.
And does he deserve it?
I think so.
Oh, Mia.
Oh.
Now, maybe that's in a language you'll understand.
You wanker! No! God! Fuck you, you arsehole!
I'm sick of getting punched by you cluster fucking nuss bitches. What would happen if I punched one of you, eh?
Just try it! No!
In fact, that is for giving me a really horrible, miserable day. And this, that is for calling me thing and it.
I am a doctor.
Prove it. Stitch this, mate.
How can I help you? I'm Roy.
Well, here I am!
Here in The Incredibles, in the entire film, men get hit by men and women, but none of the female characters are struck.
Hey, look.
Whatever happened to ladies first?
Well, whatever happened to equal treatment?
Hey, look, wait. The lady got me first.
Even a boy can be hit by an adult, but never a woman. In our cartoons, girls are taught that it's absolutely okay to hit boys, and they'll never hit back.
What's a mouse pad?
Feminine protection for mice.
I saved you. Do I get a wish?
Jerk! Let me try.
Hey there, baby. Yeah, whatever.
I mean it! I mean it!
Ah!
I never made a man cry. I even kicked a guy in the groin once and he didn't cry. I got the cat.
I haven't actually seen the Chippendales, and I can't think of anything worse than sitting staring at some bloke's crotch for 2 hours. Unless, of course, it belonged to Judge Pickles and it was in a liquidator, but...
Women and men will frequently laugh at scenes of male castration or any damage to the male groin. Most comedy films, particularly Hollywood films, will have the obligatory shot of a man hitting the balls, or worse.
Go on, test it!
Who said anything about killing you?
Hi, little girl. What do you want for Christmas?
Sweet mother!
One extramarital, and I'll cut it off.
Hey, Tommy.
Heads up!
Solar plexus, instep, nose, right!
Let the woman go. You are under arrest.
And take away his weapon. Both of them.
But there simply isn't any depiction of violence against female genitalia, ever. Sexual violence against men on screen is entertainment, but against women it's always serious, and is said to promote misogyny and violence against women. What does sexual violence against men promote? Well, for some, it leads to TV fame.
My next guest is a woman who's famous around the world for literally taking the law into her own hands. It's my pleasure to welcome Lorena Bobbitt. Welcome. This is your first appearance on British television, and millions of viewers join me in wanting to know the answer to one question.
Cut any good dicks lately?
Have you ever seen or heard of a man mutilating a vagina? And if you have, would you expect to see them laughing about it on a talk show?
To me, one of the most astonishing things is that men do not get uptight over the fact that they will be laughed at. If I was to be found in the street tomorrow morning with my penis cut off down the road, I would be laughed at. I am so worthless because I'm a male that I would be laughed at. The media would make jokes about me, and there'd be jokes, and men would be doing it too. Men have no idea that that some part of themselves, if you like, is missing. They simply don't consider it.
In the Clint Eastwood film Unforgiven, 9 men are shot dead, 2 men beaten, and 1 man whipped to death to avenge the facial injuries inflicted on 1 woman. Film after film was produced out of Hollywood. Women in danger films with men dying like flies to keep her safe or avenge her honour. Here in The Shield, a suspected rapist is cornered.
Send him.
Hagen!
Should I call him back?
Not yet.
Call the dog back?
This guy raped 5 women. 2 today.
They used a police dog to subdue him. Ruptured one of his testicles. They say dogs are a good judge of character.
Of the hundreds of men killed or maimed on our screens every week, practically all of them are shown to have deserved it in some way. There seems to be 101 reasons why a man might deserve to die, and not a single reason why a woman might deserve it.
You're safe now. He's not going to hurt you anymore.
Here, a drunk driver who killed a child is gunned down by a grieving family member. Can you imagine a storyline with a female drunk driver killed? In the film 88 Minutes, a woman commits multiple murders, but the writers want to tell us that she only did it under the influence of a man.
You seize on a naive junior lawyer on your legal staff. You realize that she's damaged kids, psychologically impaired.
Genius, isn't it?
Susceptible to your crap, so what do? You get her to kill people for you.
We now live in a society where everyone except men belongs to a protected group. Disabled people, gays, blacks, Jews, Muslims, old people, fat people, red-haired people, the vertically challenged, and of course, women. The list of groups worthy of protection goes on.
Infected by political correctness. You cannot speak your mind because you are deemed to be offending people. And the only people you can offend with impunity are men, particularly white, heterosexual men. You've got everything of those, that everything is stacked against you.
After Beslan and other terrorist incidents, there was media concern that there may be an unfair backlash against Muslims.
With hundreds of people killed, there's now a backlash against the country's 20 million Muslims.
Today, people are directing all their anger and all their frustration at the entire Muslim community.
So does it not follow that if the misbehaviours of relatively few men are relentlessly highlighted and exaggerated, that there might be an unfair backlash against all men?
Maria says she spends the bus journey to work keeping an eye out for suicide bombers.
When I enter bus, I can't help thinking about terrorists, so I have to look attentively at everybody around me.
Women seem to understand the danger of constantly being associated with something negative. Women even objected to the tradition of naming hurricanes with women's names. If relentless public messages didn't affect our perceptions and our behaviour, there'd be no such thing as advertising. By continually casting men in the role of paedophile, wife-beater, rapist, criminal, death object, terrorist, stalker, idiot and absent father, how can there not be a backlash? In our supposedly male-dominated society, men are effectively restricted in their choice of employment due to misandry. And so it's very difficult for a man to become a primary school teacher without experiencing some kind of problem.
Yeah, well, I know with one of my nephews, he went into childcare and he had a real tough time of it in his lessons because it was all girls and they used to accuse him of being a paedophile and all sorts of things.
So easy, isn't it?
And if they did like nappy changing, a woman had to supervise him in case he did anything wrong. But I think that's well out of order. Totally out of order.